Hello, BSD community. I'm excited to share that last spring, the Board of School Directors approved the establishment of the Office of Equity Initiatives. You know, the theory behind public schools has always been that they're open to members of the public. People who live in the community get to go to those public schools. But we know in the history of the United States, it's really been an ongoing process to make sure that all people were welcomed in those schools. I can go back to segregation, when we had schools for black students, schools for white students. And over time in this country and in our community, we've continued to recognize that the diverse range of students that we have don't always have the same access to opportunities. Our goal with the establishment of the Office of Equity Initiatives is to make sure that every student knows that they belong in our schools, regardless of race, culture, ethnic diversity, gender identity, that these students belong to us and belong in our schools, and that we'll support them in making sure they can access all of the opportunities that we have in this district for learning and for extracurricular activities. Our district has been on a journey for a long time, and the words have changed. We used to use the words tolerance. When you think about just tolerating somebody isn't enough. That doesn't make you feel belonged. We still support the programs No Place for Hate, but again, that can't be our goal, is to just not hate, right? We need people to feel that they belong and they're accepted regardless of who they are. So we've continued to evolve. We want to be anti-racist and stamp out places where anything we do, program-wise, procedures-wise, policy-wise, has a disparate impact on students based on race. But we also want to make sure that students who may not fit the typical mold, historical mold of a student, whether that be a gay student or a transgender student, students who are learning to speak English, that those students feel that they belong in our schools because they do, they're ours. And so the Office of Equity Initiatives has a broad mandate to look across all of our programs and all of the parts of the district, including things like dining services and transportation, extracurriculars, academics, to make sure we are supporting students and providing equitable access. Equitable access just means everybody has a chance to access it. And things like money or lack of transportation don't get in the way of students being able to participate in the great things that our community invests in our schools so we can offer our students. So we've chosen a couple of great longtime leaders in the BSD to take on this Equity Initiatives Office. Dr. Benita Draper will serve as the Director of Office of Equity Initiatives, and Mr. Eric Fontanez will serve as the Supervisor, and they will take us into the future, working with everybody to make sure that every student feels that sense of belonging, because when you belong, they're going to learn more and they're going to be more academically successful. Thank you.